What's up, YouTubers? Thanks for joining me once again. Today I'm in Tong at the St James's Church. Now this is a church I always wanted to film from within side, but we'll do that on a separate occasion. But today I just wanted to walk around in the actual churchyard, and it's a very old church, as you know, and the churchyard itself is fascinating. So we'll have a walk around. Well, in the house today we've got 4 seasons. It's raining, it's snowing, it's sunny, so I'm glad you brought your umbrella.
Thank you very much. I don't think I'm going to need it. I'll use it as a walking aid, I think, today.
Alright, we'll walk around actually, because it looks really interesting.
It does. It looks old, doesn't it? Very old. Some very old graves around here.
We'll do our best to capture the details.
1988, and so down there, it's quite badly weathered.
It is.
Memory of William, son of William and Booth of Home Lane.
Isn't it? It's quite difficult to read, actually. Yeah,
they are quite. I mean, it's basically elements this one here. Exactly at the front.
Let's have a quick look at this church from outside. I know we're gonna go inside on a different occasion, but I really like this church.
Look at the stonework.
Yeah,
that is old. Very old, isn't it? And the tall windows.
I'll tell you what got me is the actual clock. Let's have a look at this clock here. Totally worn out, but it's still keeping the time, it looks like.
I know, and the strange thing is, it is, isn't it? Yeah. I wonder if it chimes. We'll find out at 1 o'clock, won't we?
It is 10 to 1, isn't it? 5 to 1, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty lovely, yeah.
So as you can see, all the burial plots.
The vast majority are sort of laid down, aren't they? Though?
Yeah.
1830.
1830.
Wow. Yeah. So, Mary, wife of Benjamin, 𝗕𝗵𝗂𝗄𝗏 and glazier of 𝗕𝗵𝗂𝗁, 1828. Oh, that's very old, that one. 1735, 6.
That one across there.
Yeah, the third one across. Hey, look. And this as well, I mean, look at this is the 1693.
Again, we don't like standing on the stones, but I've got to show the detail.
Look at that, 1693.
1693.
Tell you something, Riaz, this sort of typeface or calligraphy, I've seen it on the old buildings, like Bowling Hall, another one around Myers Fold, the old building there. You know,
well, the thing is, the Tong Hall, which is just across the wall, you can see our videos on that. That was built in 1702, and obviously this church is well laid out before then.
That's right, yeah. And you have to remember as well that there was already a hall at Tong Hall.
Yeah.
You know, to the side before this. So I wonder if some of these people that are buried in this graveyard had anything to do with the hall.
Look at that, 1693, unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't it? It is.
Just be careful, they're quite slippy as well.
Yeah. But you can tell straight away, I mean, as soon as you look at it, so you know that straight away. That looks old, so that's got to be of that period again.
Look at this, look at just.
I know, it's a shame, isn't it?
We've got a date on this, look, yeah, 1670.
It's even older.
Yeah. Definitely, I mean, we've done
Isaac Bocock, who departed this life 16th of August.
Definitely, we've seen some graveyards, but this is
this is an old one.
This is definitely the oldest one we've come across. There's no doubt about it. And I'll be surprised if we find anything.
Blessed are the dead who die in the Lord. Venso says.
Yeah,
we'll
let the viewers read it. I mean, I'm not taking any responsibility here.
Well, what's your old English like?
Yeah.
areas. As we move away from the church, seem to be sort of 18th century, whereas the ones, these close to the church, used to be 17th century.
Now look at this over here.
Just mossed up, isn't it, really? And
be careful. Yeah, we've noticed as you walk to the side of the church there are actually still headstones, and I thought they were paving stones, but you don't realise.
yeah, it's very ornate though. If you look at the border of the, I mean, look at it.
We won't even attempt reading that, but that's good. Yeah, if you flash the light on that, that's great. Yeah, hope you can see that, but that's very old, as you can see.
Oh, here,
look at this.
1680. It's just fascinating, isn't it? I never knew
they were that old. Yeah, well, look at all this across here. All this is.
Yeah, it's almost it.
Yeah.
It's just so.
Just have to be careful walking over these. Yeah.
Really. After this, though, it seems to be a fairly well kept graveyard. Yeah, it is maintained, isn't it?
Let's have a look at this over here.
$1923.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's free.
That's a question to our viewers. Any ideas what this is?
I think it's now used as a bird table, isn't it? Something, but obviously it's original use.
Got a W there. Is that a mark from a stonemason, you think?
Oh yes, it could be, couldn't it? Is there any other markings on it? Yes.
No, nothing with that. Interesting.
It has some steps. I wonder what its function was. Can you see?
Yeah.
It has a
font, old font.
I don't know. It'd be difficult to baptise somebody on a cold day, I think. Could be though, you never know. Very peaceful, isn't it though?
Yeah. It's in a totally different time zone. Let's go down the other side. There's some actually, I'm guessing those are private residents across the...
Started live February 1784. This one, so
If you can read some of the names, by all means, in 𝗕𝗲𝗄, it'll help the viewers to have some idea.
okay, so this is James Denison of Cutler Heights.
James Denison, obviously it's covered by moss.
Died in 1826.
1826.
Age 63. This is in loving memory of Hannah, wife of Thomas Beanland of 𝗬𝗏 Old Hall. Ah, 𝗬𝗏 Old Hall still exists.
Right.
So this is the owner of some link to 𝗬𝗏 Old Hall. So it says 𝗕𝗲𝗱𝗂𝗂𝗀 𝗂𝗵𝘃𝗄 1854. But what I find interesting, Riaz, if you look at the headstone here, mentions Joseph 𝗬𝗿. Now, off Tongue Street, there's a street called 𝗬𝗿 Street.
Oh, there is, you're right.
Okay, and so I wonder if this is anything to do with them. And it says here both of Newlands Farm, Tong. Don't know if that still exists.
Yeah, there's some writing right at the top.
John Milner of Tong Mills, who departed this life 30th day, 1815. So maybe he's just the only person in this grave.
1814, eh?
Yeah, which might explain why there's nothing else.
Right, there's some here as well. They're actually all over the place. I could stay here all day. It's so interesting to see these.
Sarah, the wife of John Kitching of Street in the Lordship of Tong, died 1812. That's an old grave, isn't it? Yeah. Sacred to the memory of Hannah, the wife of James Sowden of Tong, who departed his life May 20th, 1854. Now I wonder if this, and the surname Sowden has anything to do with the mill owner, Isaac Sowden.
God, there's so much written here, isn't there?
Yeah.
I'll just pan down so the viewers can actually have a read themselves, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's quite a lot to read here.
Son of Polycarp, Mary Mortimer, Rakes Lane. I think Rakes Lane is in the middle of Tong, sort of behind the hall.
Right. Right, let's go behind the church, see what's there. Again, if anybody knows what that is, please do write in the comments.
Yeah, or even if anybody knows of any of these names, who they were, if there's anybody of prominent buried here, because I'm sure there will be. It's just nice to see it's kept in a beautiful state, isn't it?
𝗄𝗏. So here we are at the side of the church. Look at that window there, 𝗵𝘃𝗲.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been protected by mesh, obviously, you know.
Yeah, stained glass windows, amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. We've got another. Look at this 𝗵𝘃𝗲. I just love the way the ivy's crawling up the wall there. It's a bit off season, but it still has a lot of effect on it.
Yeah, it does.
I may be right, I may be wrong, but I've got a feeling that George Tempest may be buried in there. I've read somewhere, so I'm really intrigued with that. I'm going to take a separate visit in the church.
That'll be very interesting.
It kind of goes a bit that way, doesn't it? Let's see what that is.
Branches off, doesn't it?
Have you been here before?
No, not to the church. I've always wanted to.
No.
I've driven past it many times, but
Right.
it's always been a fascination to see sort of beyond the beyond the outside of the church.
Yeah. Maybe when we get inside the church, we'll have some. I'll get some ground plan or something of the of the yard. They'll have a better idea in there, won't they? What's what out here. That feature there.
And obviously, could have been an entrance here. Or an
Oh
exit.
yeah, well spotted. Yeah, yeah. As you can see, yeah. Blocked off. Right, so we're at the rear of the church.
You know, some parts of the church, just looking at it, obviously, I don't really know the history about it, but it does look old, as if it's being maybe carried forward from another building or something, you know, like these mullions and things, you know, you look at them and you think, it looks...
It is recorded back to the Saxon times, I've read somewhere as well, so it's quite... That is totally worn out. Totally weathered away. Yeah.
Well, very difficult to read.
Yeah. Actually, the torch is not doing too well as well. It's not doing any justice, to be honest. Yeah, see here.
Very difficult to see, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to say though, it's, you know, looking at the building, it's just...
It has the bit of the Howard feel, don't you think?
It has, yeah, it has. It just really looks... I mean... And I hope it's down for many, many years. 1819, 1815, these are sort of the dates that we're looking at. 1807 here they are. Samuel Hargreaves of Tong.
Let's have a look.
He departed this life. 1807 is his 51st year. So, you know, yeah, people like this would have seen Tong Hall.
So it says private grounds keep out, so I'm guessing that's all part of Tong Hall.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that land.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's the case, isn't it? Look at the trees, the height of them, and you know you can tell the branches and.
It's got that feel in it.
Yeah, it's like very a wise old tree.
Yeah. I love these little features they put in.
Nice, isn't it?
It's very welcoming, isn't it?
It is, yeah, it is. See, again, I've noticed there's a lot of, or several tombstones here have the surname Odi.
Yeah.
One here, there's another one over there, and
spotted one behind there, didn't you?
yeah. So it must be a prominent name in the, in this area.
Right, what we found here?
This is a lady called Mary. She died 37 years old, but there are 5 of her children died who were in their infancy. Elizabeth. I mean, this is like 1864, 1865, 1860, 1857 and 1860. And then also one at 1880. That's very sad, isn't it, really?
So there you go, folks. I'm absolutely amazed with this churchyard, and I'm really looking forward for going into that church itself. But this little video is about the churchyard itself and the graves and all the intricate work that's been put in. I mean, this is a really nice feature here. So do share, like and subscribe to our channel, and hopefully I'll see you on the next vlog. Peace out.